So I want to cover a developing story out of Hanceville, Alabama. Hanceville is a small town that you've probably never heard of 3,200 people, about 45 minutes north of Birmingham, Alabama. Unfortunately for those good people, a third, and I'm not stuttering, a third of their police department where felony indictments were lodged. The police department had to be disbanded by the mayor. I think it was the only decision he could have made in light of the allegations against the police department. A grand jury has indicted them, and there are multiple criminal proceedings moving forward. To go through a few of these, and I'm going to put up on your screen here some of the mugshots. This handsome gentleman here in the middle, Mr. Kelso, and his wife, Mrs. Kelso, multiple counts of drug distribution. Apparently, the allegations are so horrendous, I'm not going to get into all of them, but essentially they were not only not logging evidence, they were doing drugs on duty, they were selling drugs on duty. This is every city's worst nightmare. This is what erodes the public trust in law enforcement. And what I hate I have no doubt that there were good law enforcement officers that have come through the Hanceville department at some point. And again, this was a third of the department, so 2/3 of the department were not felony indicted. I find a particular space in my heart that is disturbed when a law enforcement officer betrays the public trust. If they're convicted of these crimes, I sincerely hope that the prosecutors are able to ask for and secure the maximum penalties under law. Certainly the people of Hanceville, Alabama deserve better than this goon squad out rolling around, selling drugs and doing whatever they wanted. The only reason that this was uncovered was because a dispatcher overdosed while on duty. It appears that he overdosed of fentanyl, gabapentin, diazepam, amphetamine, amongst many other things. When that overdose occurred, an investigation was launched. Chain of custody was violated. There's drugs missing, guns missing. And for the uninitiated, from the moment a piece of evidence, and as a former prosecutor, I would like to explain, from the moment a piece of evidence is seized from a defendant, so if you're driving around and there's an illegal gun in the car, from the moment that gun is picked up, there is an unbreakable chain of custody from that moment to the moment it is presented to a jury. If at any point in the chain of custody there is a break, then that evidence cannot be used. That is our system of justice. When the chain fails, the case fails. So not only did these people commit crimes and betray the public trust, every criminal who had a piece of evidence in that evidence locker is now going to be, their case will be dismissed. Prosecutors will have no choice because the evidence is contaminated, because the chain of custody is broken. So not only have they committed the crimes they're charged with, they've committed every crime of the people that they have let go. And I believe that there's a special place in hell for someone like this. And I hope all our viewers do not disparage law enforcement generally, because I know and I have worked with good and loyal law enforcement. But bad law enforcement who engage and betray the public trust, is particularly despicable. Thank you for joining me on America's Lawyer.